how the question we asked was quite simply, how can we get to yes? I am Ryan Johansson. You're proud to be the police chief here in Apex, and I have a very dry item for you that I will attempt to get through quickly because I know we have some dedicated members of our community who are not here to listen to me talk about an ordinance amendment, but that nonetheless is fairly important. I'll start by saying that even though this is very dry, the fact of the matter is that it comes from a pretty exciting concept, I think, which is that we're always dealing here with this challenge between becoming larger and the growth that comes with the town and wanting to hold on to this small town feel. And this is a challenge for public safety because many times we hold a lot of special events, we do a lot of things that keep this small town charm, but there's an expectation on those of us who are in public safety to do so safely. And oftentimes those two things can seem to be in conflict. Well, in this particular instance, a huge thanks goes out to legal, to fire, to PD, to planning, to parks. I mean, all these groups got together really to try to address this ongoing saga that predates me for sure, of the chairs downtown for the Christmas parade. And how, the question we asked was quite simply, how can we get to yes? How can we accommodate chairs downtown because there's a clear desire in the community to do so, but how can we do so without exposing the town to significant liability? We have major legal challenges like the Americans with Disabilities Act that we have to comply with and ensure that we're allowing right of way throughout the sidewalks, especially when we close the road, which we do for this incident, or for this instance. And so there was a number of challenges associated with that because as soon as you block the sidewalk with chairs, we could technically be violating the ADA, which can bring legal consequences for the town, and also is just not right. As a young man, my father was in a wheelchair for a number of years, and when you cannot get a wheelchair or a stroller down a sidewalk, you're not free to participate in these events like everyone else is. And so I think town staff got together to try to find a solution that could accommodate everything we wanted to do. And I think we have done that. The very short version of it is that we will be able to, on Salem, between Chatham and Templeton, so all of downtown, we will facilitate the placement of chairs in a designated strip of the sidewalk that we will pre-mark ahead of time and will allow placement the night before the actual event, which is what people have been asking for quite some time. But we will rope off a specific area to ensure that the chairs are placed and that the ADA is still respected and that pass-through on the sidewalk is facilitated. And so what I'm bringing you this evening is just some amendment to the ordinance to make sure that all of this can be done as legally as possible. Mostly just cleanup.